Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Just Another Talk. And on this episode, I don't even really got an intro. I have to show you this clip.
August 2023, a viewer named Kennon was driving through Broward County, Florida, when he stopped at a railroad crossing to wait for a passing train. Moments later, Deputy Kirk Blackson of the Broward County Sheriff's Office pulled up behind him and activated his emergency lights. In the report filed after the encounter, Deputy Blackson wrote, "A few nights prior, I observed a white Tesla of the same model, in the same area, at the same time of night." He added that on that earlier night, the Tesla had allegedly fled, and he was unable to pursue. And now, with no lawful basis or observed wrongdoing, just a vague hunch based on a days-old memory, Deputy Blackson approached Kennon's vehicle.
Step out of the car. What for? I'm telling you to step out of the car. You're going to be under arrest for resistance.
I'm just asking what for.
That's fine. Have my 94 step it up.
I'm just asking what for.
Just west of Wawa on a white Tesla HT. I'm out of the car now.
I'm just asking what for.
You're under arrest.
What
Step out of the
for?
car.
What for?
Step out of the car.
What
sir.
for?
You're under arrest.
What
Step out of the car.
for? What for? No, I'm literally just asking.
Get out of the car.
Sir, okay, okay.
In 1977, Justices Thurgood Marshall and William Brennan wrote that the Supreme Court was giving too much discretion to police officers by allowing them to search detainees whenever they could invent any basis for concern. They believed that in doing so, officers would willfully violate the Fourth Amendment's protections against unreasonable searches and seizures. Nearly 50 years later, the practice is so common it may as well be policy. 1977 was the year Pennsylvania v. Mims was decided by a split court, establishing a bright-line rule that police officers can order a driver out of a vehicle during a lawful traffic stop without needing additional justification. The majority opinion believed that forcing drivers out of a vehicle was a violation of the Fourth Amendment, but declared it to be, quote, minimal, claiming it served an interest in officer safety, even when the traffic violation itself failed to suggest any danger to the officer. The ruling also expanded Terry v. Ohio, as it further allows officers to conduct a pat-down of the driver if they are believed to be armed. The dissenting justices expressed concerns about the potential for the ruling to be used to justify arbitrary stops and searches, and since the ruling, pretextual stops are more common than ever before. However, Mims only applies if the stop is lawful to begin with, and that brings us back to Deputy Blackson. By his own admission, the only reason for initiating contact was that Kennon's white Tesla might have been the same one he saw several nights earlier. No plate match, no confirmed identity, just a hunch, which means this stop wasn't based on any verifiable suspicion.
Which is a good reason why you should know your rights, you should understand the Fourth Amendment, and you should also understand that you have the right to know why he's pulling you over before there's anything done as far as pulling you out or putting you under arrest. You can't just be yanked out of your car because of a hunch. This is a white Tesla. The police officer saw a white Tesla at some point a couple days ago or whatever it was, and decided, oh, this must be the guy who ran from me, felony stop. It doesn't work like that. It has to be in the moment, and if it's not in the moment, a police officer can't arrest you. So this dude's operating crazy off rip. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a professional constitutionalist, but I know enough that if I get pulled over and the cops being like this, one of the first things I'm saying is you have to have articulable suspicion as to why you're pulling me over and why you want me out of the vehicle. Now, I would comply to get out of the vehicle, but again, you still have the right to be able to ask him that. So it's just interesting how he immediately resorted to force, which is unnecessary. As you can obviously see, the dude's just asking questions. He's already in a Tesla. Like, is he really acting up like that? Like, not to, judge somebody in a lesser car, but let's be real.
And very likely wasn't lawful at all. And unfortunately, it only goes downhill from here.
Okay, get on the ground. Get on the ground. Okay, I'm on the ground.
I gave you lawful orders to get out of the car. You're not following those orders. You're under arrest.
You did not give me any lawful order. Look at this, guys. He gave me no lawful order.
No lawful order at all. I told you to step out of the car multiple times.
What for? What for? Exactly.
Because it's a traffic stop and I have every right to ask you out of the car. Give me your other arm.
Okay.
Do it now or I'm going to hurt you. Give me your other arm. 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 Give me your other arm now.
Okay.
Fortunately, Kennon began recording again just prior to Officer Blackson punching him in the back of his head 3 times.
Wait. Say that again.
Give me your other arm.
Okay.
Give me your other arm now.
Okay.
Give me your other arm. Give me your other arm.
Wait. Say that again.
Give me your other arm.
Okay.
Give me your other arm now.
Okay. Here you go.
This dude's on a power trip. Period. Like, old boy isn't a threat. He's not acting like a threat. He's not even being disrespectful. He really just asked him, why you want me out of the car? Wants to know why. It's his right to know why. And then old boy's acting up like this. Like, I don't know what happened before this. I don't know if his wife's divorcing him. I don't know what's going on. But clearly, he has some problems going on either at home, at his work, or something's going on. Because you don't act like this. This is crazy. Like, he yanks him out the car, give me your arm, and then bangs him on the back of the head 3 times. Like, that's kind of crazy. Now, I also want to make sure that people do understand, in a situation like this, it's probably the best thing you could do is probably just give him your arm, let him cuff you, but understand your rights. Understand your 4th Amendment right from search and seizure. Understand that they need to have an articulable suspicion of you committing a crime. It's not just, I think this, or I'm investigating something. No, none of that shit flies. They have to be like, we saw you doing X, therefore we pulled you over for X. Period. It's not, oh, I think it was you, I'm not sure it was you. You don't even have to help them with figuring out the details of things, which is something that I feel like everybody should know. It's something that I learned very quickly, specifically because I have been pulled over, probably just due to the car that I was driving, not really any other reason. It was old, it's clunky, it had tin on it, it just looked bad, I was out late, things like that, which none of those things should be a reason to be pulled over for. But I can understand the reason you're pulling me over for, especially if I'm in a specific neighborhood in the state or whatever the case might be. But those things led me to really try to figure out the lay of the land and understand what my rights were and what I can and can't do and what I can and can't say. And YouTube is a really good tool for that. Let's get back to the clip.
Do you have your body cam on?
I have a white male tan start code.
Do you have your body cam on?
Stand up.
Okay.
Can I get a supervisor? Yeah, he's on the way.
Okay.
Oscar? Yes.
I don't have anything on me.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
There's a kid is on 14 on an unlawful.
Alright.
Alright, you have.
Yeah, I got stopped by the train, so.
Oh wait. Sorry.
It's alright. Yeah, when I order you out of the car, you have to get out of the car. It's a traffic stop. I can do that.
I
Okay,
know
so I
under
gave you
lawful order,
multiple orders
but-
to get out of the car. You refused to do so.
I was
So
just
this is
asking what for. So sorry. Let me step on the phone.
What's for is I told you to do so, and I have every right to do so. You are under arrest.
All right. But what for is what I'm asking.
Resisting arrest.
But resisting arrest for what? I'm like the
When
least
I
resisting person.
give you an order and you don't do it, that's called resisting. You go to jail
I
for
don't know
that.
who you are. You just pulled up on me. You're saying, "Hey, get out." I don't know what for.
You don't know I'm a law enforcement officer with this car with blue
You
lights on.
didn't
and
introduce yourself. You didn't say anything. All you were was a guy walking up to me. Hey, get out the car. Get out the car. This is Broward, bro. I've lived. Officer, sorry. I lived. Wait, are you putting? I'm sorry. I don't know.
Get
if you're
in the car.
pulling me. That's what I was trying to do. I thought you were pulling me.
Put your feet in.
Yes, sir.
This is another trick the police use. Oh, you're resisting arrest. You have to have a reason to arrest me in order for me to resist arrest. You can't just be like, get out of your car, you didn't get out of your car, that's a lawful command, now you're under arrest, and now I'm gonna hit you with resisting arrest. This is the slickest shit the cops do. It's so funny because you can't just be arrested because cop wants to arrest you. It has to be an articulable suspicion for why you're being arrested. And also, shit like that is wild to me. Like, you're a whole cop with a gun, and the dude pulls his arm, all of a sudden, oh, you're resisting, or I gotta use force to go ahead and stop. Like, knock it off. Can we stop with the bullshit? Because it's like it's excessive and it's unnecessary. And one thing that I heard somebody else say, they were like, you never hear anybody say F the fire department or F the paramedics, right? You never hear that. Those are all social services. Why do people say F the police? There's a reason. Unfortunately, it's not all, because I've shown good cops here. I've shown cops do their job in a way that we could all be proud of and be like, all right, that's a good way to handle this situation. But sometimes you get cops like this, and this dude is not. He didn't handle this situation good at all. Period. The driver could have been a little bit better in articulating his points, but at the same time, he's not lying. He's in Broward County. You ran up on him. Like, anybody could just put lights on their car. The train is running. He can barely hear you. Y'all yelling back and forth. There are a lot of factors here that I can see a judge being like, yeah, you don't get qualified immunity, officer.
When Deputy Blackson returns to his front seat, Kennon requests someone to look at his head.
You want an ambulance?
Delta 7 is requesting you go to the
Do you want an ambulance? Yes. It's a yes or no question. Yeah, I hit you in the head because I gave you lawful orders. You pulled away from me and actively resisted. So I grabbed your arm. You pulled it away from me. That's called active resistance. I could be anybody with a police car with blue lights on it with big sheriff written across my chest, but it's not bleeding.
Being a TA, he's going.
Oh, he's going. He's going. You support.
I'm going to start a call.
Okay. Do you want an ambulance? Yes or no? I'll call an ambulance for you. I did look at your head. Your head is okay. I have looked at your head, dude. I'll do the inventory. You alright, bro? Huh? You alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
Fuck, dude. Scared the shit out of me.
No, it's just the train was so fucking loud, and then I didn't want him to fucking burn me, so I told him to get out, and he wouldn't get out, so I was like, alright, you're getting the fuck out, so I grabbed him, and he was a little tussle there, but... Yeah.
After obtaining Kennon's wallet, he returns to his cruiser.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What?
I'm right. I'm not. It's like literally baby soft spot or whatever that's called.
You probably got a bruise, but I don't see anything on your head, dude.
My hair's blocking it. Like, can you part and like look at? Like, it seriously looks like that. I'm not trying to have ambulance or pay for anything. Like I'm just asking you, man. I
don't see anything, dude.
Okay.
You are under arrest for resisting without violence, and then also I'm gonna have a very strong guess of possession of cannabis, and whatever else those pills are, we gotta test them. But I have a feeling they're not Tylenol. I don't know. Would you? I mean, I can read you Miranda if you like, and then you can tell me all about what they are if you want to go that route. Are you willing to talk to me? Okay, well, yeah, I'll ask you. I'll ask you all about them, bro. I'll call you an ambulance for your head. How's that?
I'm not trying to pay for it.
Okay, well, we'll have them check you out since your head hurts. All right, Damien. Before I ask you any questions, I want to advise you of your rights under the law. Do you understand that I'm a police officer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have the right to remain silent. That is, you do not need to talk to me or answer any questions if you do not want to. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Should you talk to me, anything you say can and may be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. You have the right to talk to an attorney or a lawyer before talking to me, and have an attorney or lawyer here with you during questioning now or in the future. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you cannot afford to retain your own attorney or lawyer, and you want an attorney or lawyer, one will be appointed for you before we ask you any questions. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you decide to answer the questions now without an attorney or lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to an attorney or lawyer. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Knowing and understanding your rights as I've explained them to you, are you willing to answer my questions without an attorney or lawyer present?
Depending on the questions, but
okay. Well, you can ask to stop at any time.
Okay.
But as of right now, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you previously requested any law enforcement officer allow you to speak to an attorney or lawyer?
I'd like an attorney present.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just test the stuff and charge you accordingly.
Okay. And hey, would you be able?
After searching the vehicle, the deputies find several CBD products. Blackson obtains a test kit and tests one of the products, and after several minutes, he declares it a positive test.
So yes, you can see the liquid around the wax turned blue. So that would be a positive hit.
The test used is a NIK quick test, made to rapidly identify narcotics in the field. Unused, the contents of the container are translucent and colorless. A positive test for THC will turn the test blue, and a negative test will turn red. Deputy Blackson shows the completed test to his body cam to document the results for court purposes for less than 5 seconds, during which a bright light obscures the view of the test for all but a few frames of footage. When a screenshot is taken of the test with the best view given by the deputy, the contents still appear clear, while Blackson declares that they have turned blue. Doing so allows him to charge Kennon with felony possession.
That's crazy. What do I gotta say to that? That's crazy. It didn't turn blue. It's not narcotics. It's CBD products, but he's still gonna write it up as such. Yeah, this kid got a case for sure, 100%.
For not exiting his vehicle, Kennon was also charged with resisting without violence, which begs the question as to why Deputy Blackson felt justified in punching him 3 times in the back of the head, when Kennon was clearly not fighting, or attempting to escape.
Give me your other arm! Give me your other arm! Give me your other arm! Give me your other arm now!
He was denied medical assistance and booked into jail for the night, as the deputies towed his car. The next morning, he was set free on a $0 bond. He sought medical treatment, but still suffers headaches from the roadside battery. The next several months were spent fighting for the body cam, and proving that the THC found by the deputy was actually over-the-counter CBD and the unknown pills were vitamin C. In court, he also showed that he had been out of the state in the days prior to the incident, and that Deputy Blackson's hunch that Kennon's white Tesla was the same white Tesla from an earlier date was incorrect. Kennon is currently looking for a civil rights attorney to assist in filing a lawsuit for the unlawful stop, excessive force, and malicious prosecution. Let me know what you think of this encounter in the comments down below.
This is the Lackluster channel. They do a really good job of explaining things. And as you can see, he lied about the CBD. He lied about pulling them over. And then he's operating on a hunch and clearly was just fishing. Cops like these and people like this in jobs of power need to be weeded out. This situation is completely crazy. I hope this guy gets every dollar he deserves, and I hope this cop gets fired, because that's wild. What he just did is beyond bonkers, and there's no way that he doesn't file a civil suit and wins. I would be completely surprised, because I've seen people file civil suits for lesser things and win. This is a fairly new case, so there isn't any disposition just yet, but if I do find a disposition in the coming weeks or months, I'll make sure to make a part 2 to this video. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. I want to shout out the Lackluster channel. This is where I got the video from. And until next time.